There's a very bad habit that has found its way into the Kenya Kwanza camp. And I say this because every time something goes wrong, instead of taking responsibility, these guys just quickly find someone else to blame. I'll give you an example. A little while back, we had people warn them not to pass the 2024 finance bill, hawakusikiza. And when protests erupted, they blamed the former IG Kome and Gachagua. Ultimately, one was asked to hand in their resignation letter and the other was impeached. Yet they both had nothing to do with it. The BBC documentary has even shown that it was the Kenya Army which dropped some of the protesters. And that begs the question, why did Ruto, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Kenya, ask IG Kome to resign when all along he knew that it was the Kenya Army which did the killing? Ni hypocrisy tupu. And once again, kule Narok, we are seeing the same nonsense. Just listening to Aaron Cheriot trying to blame IG Kanja for the killings that took place.
Hii style ya kupiga watu kichwa ilitoka wapi IG? Hii ya kupiga kabisa risasi yenye by the time una pull the trigger you know somebody's life is about to end. And that person is in uniform. Surely IG. You don't want that to be your legacy. You don't want that to be the thing that your children will remember after you have left office, that you are a commander of a killer squad. IG, don't leave this place without taking action kwa wale officers ambao umeambiwa. This year, I mean, hakuna kazi yako hapa. Kazi yako wananchi wameshafanya. They have already investigated na wamekuambia ni kina nani. Wanajulikana, majina yao inajulikana. Kazi yako ni rahisi sana. Shika, weka jela, wapelekwe kotini, wafungwe maisha. Honestly, look at even the kind of things people are having to say. I'm sure even you are at pains to know that you are the man charged with providing security in our country, but now you are, because of these errant officers, wanakuchafulia jina, wanachafulia serikali jina, wanaharibu nchi yetu. As we sit here today, people are not happy.
Now I honestly wonder, where was that energy from Aaron Cheriot when Kenya Army dropped Gen Z protesters outside of parliament? Ama mambo ikifanyika nyumbani ndio suddenly unakuwa mkali. I think the only person who can address Cheriot at this juncture is Moi Kibaki. Here's the tip.
How can you suddenly become very clever? Sudden, umekuwa very clever. Wewe ndio unaweza kila kitu. Wapi? No, please.
IG Kanja is not the one to be blamed for what happened. It is Jupat that alichochea watu kwamba shamba imechukuliwa na Ruto, and that's what caused people to attack police, and the police responded by killing them. Not my words. Listen to the area MP Ngong Ngeno explaining what happened.
That is where I want the minister to pick from. Who incited these people? Because nilisikia jana akisema kuna watu wali incite, kuna watu walifanya nini incitement. That was very foolish of them. Uliza yapigie Jupat, aambie Jupat uliita chiefs kwa ofisi yako. Na Jupat akaambia assistant chiefs and chiefs, endeni ambia watu yenu shamba imeenda. Akaulizwa nani amepeleka shamba, akasema ni number 1 ndio amechukua shamba. That is how that statement came to this area. That is why ukisikia hawa wananchi wanaongelelea mambo ya sijui nani, it is because of the statement Jupat gave to the chiefs. These chiefs wako na mashamba hapo. Ukiambia chief shamba imeenda na yeye anaishi hapo, unatarajia afanye nini? Unatarajia chief afanye nini? Alikuja pia wakaita mkutano, wakaambia watu shamba imeenda. So pangeni Muhammad. So if you can defy a court order and then come and kill, you know, defying a court order would have been a little bit soft, but killing 6 innocent lives and there is a court order barring you from doing anything on this land, that is the biggest crime ever.
So it's the politicians who are inciting people, but Cheriot, just like his master Ruto, can only blame the IG. But anyway, ni sawa, kwa sababu hata Rigathi alionya Kanja that atatumika vibaya and eventually he'll be dumped. Just check out this tip.
Na mimi nikushauri wewe, kwa sababu ni mtu ya nyumbani, wewe bwana Kanja unatumika vibaya. Your predecessor Japheth Kome, mtoto wetu kutoka pale Meru, alitumiwa vibaya wakati ya Gen Z. Akatumia nguvu kuua watoto, kelele ilipozidi akakuwa sacrifice. Akaitwa na rais, akaambiwa jiuzuru, akajiuzuru, akaenda nyumbani. Bwana Douglas Kanja, you are being set for the same. What will happen? Na mtaniambia. Wewe utaambiwa useme hakuna abductions, hakuna nini ifanyike, kelele ikiwa mingi vile iko, utaitwa uambiwe andika barua uende wapi?
Use and dump, that's the name of the game. They don't even want to investigate kama kuna kaukweli kwa hiyo mambo ya Ruto kunyakua shamba. They just want to immediately and quickly blame the Inspector General of Police. And in the follow-up video, I'll tell you why in greater detail, because Kenya is under investigation for human rights violations by the UN Human Rights Council. And if found guilty, there's going to be a lot of repercussions. That is why blame game imeanza na wanatafuta IG Koome. I don't want to expound on that now because it will lengthen the video too much. I'll do that in the next video immediately after this one. But the blame game has been there in this regime from day one. It is continuing, and I don't know when they'll begin to take accountability. Munenda pale kupitisha finance bill. People have told you don't pass this thing. People have been calling their area MPs. Numbers were being leaked online, watu wanatuma messages and calls. You still go and pass it. Na watu wakileta maandamano paka wanakula mchele ya Wetangula. You say it is the deputy president. How stupid can some of these people be? Cheriot now is speaking on IG Kanja. Huyo Jupa atako wapi? Mwenye alienda kupeleka derogatory information to the people, which was the sparking plug. He lit the fuse. This lack of responsibility and always pointing fingers at others when you are the leader means in 2027 it is do or die. We need a change of guard. The same leaders cannot oversee the affairs of this country. Right now the euro is at 149 shillings. Soon it might go to 180. If you ask them, they will find somebody to blame. They will now look for Mbadi or some other fellow somewhere and say that is the person's fault. When you're the one bringing extra taxes ambayo inafukuza investors, people don't want to touch Kenya. So long story short, let people start taking responsibility. If it is true Ruto alikuwa ananyakua shamba, isemekane tu ni yeye. If it is not true and it was a lie, the propagator of that lie is the one who caused this entire issue. Cheriot learned to take responsibility. Now, at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below. Do you think Kanja is the guy to blame, or as history has shown, it is always going to be the IG to be blamed for each and every single thing, including what has been caused by politicians? Just drop me your comments and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. In the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.